Please welcome my great wife, Marjorie.
Certain celebrities can cause a lot of triggering feelings in us. We can envy their fame or money or whatever it is that they have. We feel this way because we think that what they have is not accessible to us. However, on my channel, I want to prove that this is not the case. And today we will see what inspiration we can take from Marjorie Harvey in the beauty tips series that I do on my channel. I think she's so inspirational and I personally did and still do learn a lot from her. But first, let me introduce Marjorie to you.
You're really here so I can honor you.
She is a clothing designer, business owner, blogger, and social media influencer. A wife of Steve Harvey and a mother of Lori Harvey, which I have previously done analysis on as well. Born in October 10th, 1964, she is 59 years old and an inspiration that love and beauty can be found after the age of 50. Number 1 is health. And yes, Marjorie, being 59, is very actively looking after her body. I believe that exercise is a very important aspect for not only the general physical and mental health, but also a very important aspect for our beauty. Seeing a 59-year-old woman accompanying her daughter Lori to their Pilates classes is super inspirational. And let's face it, she does have a wonderful figure. Also, let's remind ourselves, as much as we sometimes prefer to envy celebrities, exercise is free, so there is no excuse for us. And this year, exercise is on my top priorities, and I do it for health as much as to achieve the body goals I want. Having a healthy goals for working on your body through exercise or diet is a good way to reach the desired version of yourself and manage your self-development. Exercise makes us feel amazing too. I got back to exercise in January and I love it. I want to buy myself some matching gym wear this year to further motivate myself and set the tone for 2024 to be exercise and health-filled. And I hope this point has inspired you to also lovingly take care of your body. Point number 2 is femininity. Back then, when I was doing my level up journey and when I found Steve Harvey and then Marjorie, I truly adored her femininity. She is so calm and collected. She seems to have some inner wisdom and general peace that she brings not only to her husband but also to the entire family.
You allowed me to stop existing, to start living. I never lived before I met you.
I love to see her relate to her husband and her daughter. I think Marjorie and Lori both are examples of healthy celebrities. And Marjorie, similarly to Lori, are keeping their stuff to themselves. And the entire family doesn't cause much drama. Everything pretty much stays within the doors of their homes. They do share a little glimpses of their life sometimes, but overall they are pretty much private. And she does seem to be such a nice woman to be around, grounded and grounding. And I think that she did a great job with raising Lori, and Steve seems to also be in love with her. I think that Marjorie is a great example of grown femininity, and this brings us to the point number 3, which is the queen energy. No wonder Lori was raised to be the way she is. Both of them have their queen energy radiate from them. And I think that they are a great example of valuing themselves. And here also we cannot really mention their celebrity status as an excuse to have this radiance, as there are plenty of celebrities that aren't carrying themselves not even 10% the way Marjorie is. Marjorie believes that she is the prize and the queen. In result, she is treated like that. And it was Steve telling a story of her packing her suitcase at the beginning of their relationship when Steve got a call and talked with another woman on the phone. She packed her suitcase and bye, off she went. So she is a great example of how a woman in her almost 60s or late 50s can carry herself like a queen. And she might not have the youth and beauty like Lori and other younger women have, but it is her wisdom, inner peace, and grounded energy, and her charm, and the physics that she is working on that make her such a queen.
You made my children comfortable. They'd never been comfortable before in my previous life. You made my children have a place that they could come to finally call home.
She knows her worth regardless of her age, and she is treated like that. She holds her boundaries and standards, and I believe that she taught Lori well. I think that there are plenty of beautiful women out there, but Steve does seem to be so much into her, respecting her and cherishing her. And it seems that he is really afraid to lose her. And while with his money and fame he could have most women he wants, younger and prettier than Marjorie, I think that it is her inner beauty that shines through her. And I strongly stay behind my statement that the people we perceive as beautiful, it is actually their inner beauty that we can see through their beautiful bodies.
What you've done for Winton in balancing his life out, dropped everything and turned our son into an AB student.
Therefore, Marjorie is teaching me to level up my inner work game and really take care of my inside, to keep my standards equally high and never giving up on myself, regardless the age I reach one day. Point number 4 is style. And while this point does relate to money, but I wanted to point one thing. As a woman in her late 50s, almost 60s, Marjorie still dresses to kill and uses her physical beauty to impress people around her. She believes in her charm and then she is radiating it. And I think this point is really telling us to take care of our appearance and dress as a queen, regardless of our age. And I know that even in her 70s, she would probably still be dressing to kill, and that's amazing. Similarly to Dita Von Teese, those ladies are a guiding light for us and paving the way for the younger generations to come, that allure and beauty doesn't end at the age of 40 or 50. Steve could have any younger woman that he wants, but he is with the 59-year-old Marjorie because she has what most women do not have. The queen high-value energy and the class that she carries herself in such a way, the inner wisdom and peace that she provides to their families. I also think that her relationship with Steve is very inspirational and a good example that love can be found after the age of 50.
I had stopped listening to music because I was in such a dark place, you know. I didn't listen to music anymore. You gave all that back to me.
And you can still have the relationship of your dreams at any age. Steve often tells the story how he met her when he was doing a stand-up comedy.
From the moment I saw you, when you walked into that comedy club that night, and the first thing I said to you, I don't know who you are, lady, but I'm gonna marry you one day. Truth be told, I probably should have done it a long time ago. But I went off and I got stupid.
At that point, he was struggling financially and was not in the place to ever marry a woman like Marjorie. And this again speaks a lot about her self-concept. She has some healthy love for herself and she does want a man to take care of her properly. This is the old school way of seeing men like providers, and that's okay for her. So they both went their own ways and married different people. Then they reconnected after they were both divorced and they seem to be in love ever since. And there's always some drama and rumors about him cheating or her cheating. And I watch her stories on Instagram and the entire family looks happy to me.
I never even enjoyed my fame. I was truly the tears of a clown. I needed you so bad. I was in a dark place, and I'd never been happy before, and along you came.
Steve's confessions to her and simply reading their energy, it looks like they love each other, and I hope they are. And I don't think the parts of his confessions I have included in this video were fake or for the show. It was a confession of a real love of a man to a woman he admires, respects and adores. And we can see that he is afraid to lose her. And I do think that their relationship is a great inspiration for all women, and especially the ones over 50, that having high self-concept, treating yourself with love and like like a queen, and then meeting a man who is able to take care of you financially and love you is still possible at any age. It all comes down to the belief we have about ourselves and also that what we think is possible. I think Marjorie also tells us that femininity is our power and you need to take care of yourself at any age. She is 59 and I think she looks great. And again, I also believe that it is her inner beauty that shines, her belief in herself, the strong boundaries, standards, and positive outlook on life. And I think that this is her charm.
I am the most blessed man. I love you, Marjorie.